Y'all, welcome back to the Airman Harris Show. I've been on Facebook all morning. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of cold here today. Just on there, seeing everybody getting the Jordans, getting the Gammas. Are they really 300, 400, $500 for them shoes? Or y'all just trying to resell them to get y'all bread up? But anyway, I don't know. I'm glad I ain't into that, to be honest with you. I'm glad my kids don't fall into that either, because that's a lot of money for some shoes. But I get it. They J's. I like the 11s too. They're my favorite ones. But shout out to my nieces. Shout out to Kyla taking first place in her gymnastics meet. Shout out to my other niece Chubby. She took first place in beam, vault, floor. So she back doing the dang thing. Chubby real good. Shout out to them. Taking first place in gymnastics, because that's what we do. We win. I think I told y'all about Kyra. They won their last game. She just got to get a little more aggressive, but she did take some shots, which I like. And she was happy that I was at the game, and they played an away game, and they don't have many fans there, and I was happy to be there to support. Y'all know it's me against the whole crowd on the other team, and I'm happy we won, so I got to talk a little junk and met a couple friends, did a little networking while I was there as well. So that's always fun. But y'all, Sean and DJ had a game yesterday. And long story short, I guess make a long story short or a short story long. I go pick up Sean from home. He gets in the car. I'm like, Sean, you know me, where's your stuff, dude? Like, well, I already told you, have your stuff ready. Where's your things? Like, he like, oh, I thought we was going to the park. And y'all know me again. Bro, why would we going to the park? Like, you got a game. So I'm getting mad, whatever. So I get them ready. We get to the game. I tell them to hand me their stuff. I see a couple players from their team. So I'm like, all right, they go y'all team. Give me y'all sweaters. Give me y'all extra stuff. So me and India takes them back to the car. So as we coming back in, lady, one of the kids' parents, like, yeah, we had to forfeit the game. What we forfeiting for? She's like, we don't have enough players. We only got 4 players, and we don't have a coach. I'm like, well, we can play with 4. She's like, we can? Absolutely, you can play with 4. Like, yes, we're going to play with 4. Oh, coach. Well, she was like, well, we don't have a coach. I'll be the coach. Oh, you can coach? Absolutely. Probably a better one. No, not like that. But I'm like, yeah, I can coach. So she's like, well, I don't know if it's too late, people leaving. So we run to the front desk. I let her know, like, hey, we got 4 players. I'll coach them so we don't have to forfeit this game. And she's like, you guys only got 4 players. You can't play. I'm like, we got 4. You can play with 4 players. And somebody ended up walking from the back, another staff member, like, yeah, they could play with 4 players. But just a heads up, by y'all being late, the clock is already running. I'm like, that's cool. So we had to run outside to the car and get one of our players who was about to leave. So we got them back in. So I'm coaching them with 4 guys. We're actually doing good. I just put them in a little box. I mean, it's 6th grade. If they want to shoot long Steph Curry threes, we're going to let them shoot long Steph Curry threes. I'm utilizing my timeout so we can get breaks because we only got 4 guys. So I think I did pretty well. Up until halftime, I think it was up like 10-5, 12-5. Famo came in. He was helping me coach. So we up 12-5. Coach come in like, oh, no, y'all got it, because he came late. Y'all got it. So by halftime, our 5th guy comes. So now we got 5. Next thing you know, coach just comes just like, takes over. I'm like, okay, let me, step to the side. He comes and takes over. And sure enough, we won, but barely. We won 17-16, 1 by 1. We fouled a guy at the end. He could have tied it up, but he missed the first free throw, made the second one. We won by 1 point. We was up 12-5. I thought I had it, but whatever. Winner winning 17-16. DJ got a lot of shots in. He didn't make none. Sean probably had 9, 11, something like that. These mugs out of shape, so I told them they're about to start running. We're about to start conditioning more, working out more. They lucky it's real cold today, or they'll be out there running because they were so out of shape during that game. And then the next game was a forfeit, and they played that team. A couple of the guys played against that team just to go up and down with them for a half, and they just way out of shape. They didn't even want to play, had to force them to play. So they're just way out of shape. They need to get back in shape because I try to explain to them the best athletes are the best condition. You look at Michael Jordan, he out there chewing gum during the game. You look at Kobe, he's not coming out the game. LeBron still playing at 41. Deion Sanders, his health and we know his condition. Floyd Mayweather running from the club. We know these guys not drinking. They not smoking. You know, these are the best athletes. The best conditioned athletes are the best athletes. People overlook that, oh, skill, this. You got to be in shape. You got to be conditioned. And that's an overlooked, what you call it, facet of the game that people just don't take pride in anymore. You got to be well conditioned. You can't get tired. And that's a big key, you know, to getting there and to being the best. But let's moving on. OKC, shout out to OKC. This historic run that they trying to make, trying to beat that 73 win record. They did lose last night to the Spurs. Wemby came back. If Wemby stay healthy, and like I always say, Wemby is tough. He hard to guard him. He shoot right over you. Like KD shoot over you. He way taller than KD shoot right over you. So it's just tough to guard, tough to beat. I think they beat them by 2. So I think they like 24-2 or something like that. But shout out to them, you know, and they run. We'll see what they do towards the end of the season, how this pan out for them. Speaking of the 32-win team, here's another fun fact. The Warriors are that team that went, 73-9. Granted, they didn't win a championship that year, but that's beside the point. Here's another fun fact. People forget the fact that Luke Walton was coaching that team the beginning of the season. Like half of that season, probably the first 40 or so games, maybe something like that, give or take, Luke Walton was coaching that team. Not Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr was out with, I think, a back injury or something like that. Luke led them to that 24-0 win start, or whatever you want to call it, to that season. It was the 2015-2016 year. That's when Draymond Green became Draymond Green to me. That probably was his best statistically, far as stats season of his career. You ask me, the most points, rebounds, I believe assists, steals, not steals, blocks. I think he won more steals the next year. That's when he was the steals leader. But everything else, that was his best season. So that was kind of his breakout year, his come out party to me, his 4th year. But, yeah, like I say, Luke was the coach of that team. No knock on Kerr. But that's just something to, you know, just a fun fact for y'all, that it was Luke. What else we got today? That is actually the year where they wearing them T-shirt jerseys. Remember the black T-shirt jerseys they would start wearing? LeBron started ripping his. He acted like it was messing up his shot, like he was a shooter. But Steph still hitting threes with them on. That was that year when Dede and them was wearing the D. Larry haircut, you know, the sides all, you know, ball blend around the sides, little hair on the top. You take y'all back a little bit with the D. Larry haircut. So that's what that was. Speaking of the Warriors, they did lose to Minnesota, which I feel like we should have won. Not saying I'll be happy when they lose, but it's always interesting to me, you know, when the Warriors lose, when Steph playing and Draymond is not playing and they lose a game. Because let Draymond be playing and Steph miss and we lose. You know, you hear all the everything. But when it's the other way around, you don't really hear much. But granted, I don't like when the Warriors lose, but it's always interesting to me when that does happen the other way around. And you don't hear much about, oh, they needed Draymond. You don't hear that. But watching that game too, though, Steve Kerr, whether it's Pods, whether it's somebody else, now he want to play post so many minutes. Dude, get post out the game. This dude is a defensive liability. He's slow. He can't move. His lateral movement is terrible. Yes, he can shoot threes, and that is it. That is it. Like, if he ain't hitting threes, you play him in spurts to hit a couple threes, and that'd be it. Like, he's playing way too many minutes. He made Rudy Gobert look like he was Shaq out there. This dude dunking all over him, getting tip-ins, getting all the rebounds. It's like, come on, man. Rudy Gobert? The one that got choked out? Like, come on, man. I don't know because they weren't playing. He wasn't scared this time or what. But it's like, we can't let Rudy Gobert beat us. Minnesota beat us without Anthony Edwards. Like, we can't have that if we trying to win the championship here. And that's why I keep saying, once we trade Kuminga, we have to get a big man. They got to trade him for a big. You're not going to play Al that much, and he's old. I get it. I don't know what's wrong with Trace Jackson Davis. Sometimes he give us good minutes. Sometimes, most of the time, he just don't play tough enough. So y'all don't want to play him or them. We got to get a better big. We got to package up a couple of these guys. We do got a lot of wings. So we got to package a couple of them guys with Kuminga. We got to do it to get a big, or we going to be out of luck, you know, SOL this season. So hopefully we make the right moves when we do move Kuminga and trade the right pieces and get a real big man in here, because if Rudy Gobert doing this to us, we could just imagine what Joker and even Hardenstein and all them guys, what they gonna do to us. It's just like, come on, man. Like, we letting this dude kill us? Like, he ain't got no hair no more. He getting older. Like, he's skinny. Like, push him out the paint, man. He dunking all on posts, and it's just like, man, get out of here with all that, man. But anyways, shout out to Steph. He officially got the most 35-point games from a player that's over the age of 30. He just passed MJ. So shout out to Steph on that achievement. He just keeps going up and up and up, breaking records, doing what he do, proving that he's one of the top 5 best players, ever, to me. That's debatable, but to me, I think it's overlooked because of his size, and he's labeled as a shooter. When you actually watch the game, yeah, he take a lot of threes, but he take a lot of mid-range. He take a lot of floaters. He gets to the hole. He gets fouled a lot, like Shaq used to, and they just don't call it. He gets fouled more than probably any other superstar to me outside of Shaq, where they just don't call it. Shaq, he could have called every play because it's like he's too big, people hanging on him. But he gets fouled a lot where they don't call the foul. As a superstar, he don't get them calls. And then Jimmy, back to Jimmy, it's just like, I don't know, maybe Father Time. I don't know, Jimmy play when he want to play. Jimmy wide open in the rim, pump fake, got a layup, don't take the layup, kick it out. Like, bro, shoot the ball, man. Like, we need you to score. We need people to score. We need points. Of course, we need all the other stuff. We need you to score. We put you on to score, to play defense, to help lead this team with Draymond and Steph. But like I said, maybe he hurt. Maybe it's Father Time. I don't know. But that's all I got for today, y'all. I'm about to go watch some of these football games. I want to watch, of course, I got to watch my Ravens in a minute here at noon, whatever time. And I got to watch Phillip Rivers. I got to see what he does at 44. I'm interested to see how he do at 44. Because if he don't do good, trust me, we're going to hear from him from Cam Newton, because he upset about not getting the call over old Phillip Rivers. But we know how it is when you're an outspoken quarterback. It don't matter how good you are. It don't matter how talented you are. It just comes with the territory, man. It is what it is. But that's all I got for y'all. I'm out. Peace.